So to prepare our lamb, I've just got a baking tray, just a small one, large enough to fit the lamb in, and we want lots of foil. The idea here is to seal the lamb in the foil, so it's going to keep all the lovely moisture in, and it's going to cook in its own juices. So line your tray with the foil, and then get your lamb. So this is it'll be sold as either a shoulder or a forequarter of lamb. So it's about 1.8 kilos, so it's about 4 pounds. And because there's lots of bone in there, it'll feed about 4 people. Depending on how hungry they are, you might get a little bit of leftovers. And just all we're going to do is just season it with some salt, just using some fine grain sea salt there. And often I'll just do it plain like that. You can put some rosemary in if you like. But I often also like to put in some chili, because I think lamb, just because it's so quite fatty, the chili kind of makes it looks pretty, and it makes it taste lovely as well. So then we're going to wrap our foil past with that, and you want to get it sealed as best you can. Because we want as it cooks, we want the fat and the juices to stay in there, and just to keep the meat lovely and moist. Great. So I'm just going to pop that in the oven. Okay, so I've had the lamb and the beets have been in for an hour, and the beets are done, so I'm going to get them out. And I'm going to turn the oven down now to 150C, which is about 300F. And just let the lamb keep cooking for another probably 3 or 4 hours. Okay, so lamb's been in for 4 hours all up, so I'm going to check it now. And this is the first time I've looked at it really. And just pulling it apart, it looks, all the juices are in there, which is lovely. I'll just get a little spoon. So it's feeling pretty tender, but I'd like it to be a little bit more tender. So I'm going to leave it in for, and I'll check it again in another hour. And the important thing to remember is that when you're wrapping it back up after checking it, just make sure you get it as sealed as possible to keep all those lovely juices in. Okay, so the lamb's been in for 5 hours all up, so 1 hour at 180C, which is 350F, and then the rest of the time at 300C, 300F, which is 150C. So you can see now it's super tender. You can pretty much cut it with this, literally cut it with a spoon. So that would be fine to serve now if you like. But what I like to do is just, and if you're not serving it today, you know, now you can just cover it up, cool it down, and pop it in the fridge, and it'll keep for, you know, 5 days to even a week even. And then when you're ready to serve, just uncover, and then we'll just pop it back in the oven, but a hotter oven, just to brown up the outsides. So yeah, back in the oven at 180C, and usually it takes about half an hour, but if it's cold out of the fridge, you'd leave it for a little bit longer, just to brown. Had half an hour uncovered, and you can see it's gone lovely and golden, because Chris stuffed a little bit around the edges. So I'm going to take it out of the tray, drain off because there's quite a bit of fat in there, which isn't that nice, so we'll get rid of that, and then we'll just serve in the middle of the table. So if you enjoyed this recipe, really encourage you to come on over and visit my blog. It's thestonesoup.com, and if you sign up for email updates, you'll get a free video e-cookbook filled with recipes just like this one. So I really hope to see you soon.